guys. Hi, Thelma and Betty, Annette. I think that's all that's here so far. Can you slide up? Oh, there's Mary R. Hi, Mary R. Okay. Oh, is Sharma in there? I missed Sharma. Hi, Sharma. Okay. Today, we are going to do some fun stuff with a collection called Playful Winter. We're going to make it primarily floral, but there are some animal prints that go with this too. We're going to make... Hi, Catherine. We're going to make 2 sheets of floral designs for some winter cards. We're going to make this one. The blues and purples will definitely be wintry. And this one. I didn't have enough of the animal prints to do kits, but we will link to the rest of the collection so that if you want to add to your kits, you can. We haven't put the kits together yet because I needed to see what I made from the from the images first, but we'll be able to pop those together fairly quickly because we will have European A6 cards. We might have a 5x5 or a 6x6 card. We'll look at that. We're going to need some foam squares. We're going to need the actual die, which is beautiful. This is the snowflake die that goes with this. So pretty and lacy, absolutely gorgeous. This one still needs a few of the, needs a little weeding on it yet, but anyway, it's going to be fun. I think we're going to have a good time today. And we'll be working on the fly because I don't have samples ready to go, but we're good at that. So it's okay. We can do that. So how are you guys all doing today?
Well, Catherine says it is windy and stormy at her place.
Windy and stormy.
Mary R's shoulder is hurting at just 2 months after her injection shot, so she's not happy. Betty Gosel is getting a little better.
Has she been ill?
Evidently.
Okay.
Say hi to Roberta.
Hi, Roberta. Good to see you, friend. Okay. Let's go ahead and you can work on cutting these. Bryce is going to do some die cutting for me while we work on putting some of our cards together. So we are ready to roll, I think.
Sharma's asking how you are.
I am tired. I am still tired. I don't know if I told you guys that I'm anemic again, but I am. Had a mishap with one of my meds in December, and I was off it for 10 days, and that caused me to go anemic again, and that makes me feel exhausted. Very, very exhausted, and so that's... I just got up just before the live stream today, and I feel like I need a nap. So that's crazy. So no, I'm not feeling rested, but I did appreciate the fact that Margie was just supposed to come on Thursday and tell you guys that I apologize, but just wasn't up to doing the live stream. And then she did a class, which is just, hi Glenn, which is just so cool. Because you guys know Margie doesn't like to be on camera. And I was so impressed that she would not only do the class, but jump in and I won't be eating liver, Roberta, but but I can probably find it possible to eat steak. Anyway, yeah. So I was so impressed that she would jump in and do the class. That's just really neat. And her cards were pretty too, weren't they? So that was fun. Yeah, and Mom's still in the hospital. She's been in there, it'll be a week tomorrow. So she's hanging in there. She's getting really, really bored of being in the hospital. She is not thinking this is great fun. So this is really a pretty paper book. Let's go ahead and go in my hands so we can see what we're doing. I said I was going to use European A6 cards, and the very first image I chose is a 6x6. So, oh, it's actually 6 1/4. Cut this one down a little bit. I think I'm going to make it 5 3/4. Make 5 3/4 so that my mirror board will show a little bit. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and cover my card with some beautiful Silver Mary. Going to need snowflakes before long. And let's see here. All right. Did you send me flowers? Oh, maybe she did.
Oh, he's been ill.
Yeah, he was really sick.
Where's my mirror board over here?
Under the stuff there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and cover a card with this Mary. And grab a pair of scissors here. I just got it on crooked, so I'm gonna have to trim my card just a little. It's only just a tiny, tiny, tiny sliver. I'm gonna trim that little sliver so it doesn't look funny. And I'm going to see if I need to trim my mountains since I trimmed my. Yeah, I'm going to trim my mountain a little bit too. Let's trim that off just a little bit more. So Mary, I'll show all the way around it. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and put some tape flags on here. But both of these sides of this paper are beautiful, aren't they? Gorgeous. Love them both. You know, honey, and a couple of those that you're doing, would you cut these snowflakes too? There should be plenty of room to cut them. You can actually put the snowflake in the middle as long as everything's taped down so they can't slide. I'm thinking that I was going to put this big ring on there, but I may just put a couple snowflakes on here. Let this card stand on its own because the picture's really beautiful. Then do the other side and use my ring. Here's 2 more dies for you. Okay. So I thought when I cut my hair I was getting out of showing little silver hairs everywhere, but I seem to have gotten one in my tape. Okay. All right. Thank you, Catherine. It seemed like it was an appropriate day to wear snowflakes if I was going to make snowflake cards, which these are not going to be Christmas cards today. These are winter season cards. We just want to celebrate winter season. So use my tape flags to get my Can you make up some templates for the side of our photo album and list them, please? For the side of your photo album. Which album are you talking about, Roberta? Needing a template for. Yeah, I think this is too big for this one. Although it actually might be pretty. I think I need those snowflakes for this one. I'm going to set this aside for a minute until Bryce cuts the snowflakes. And we're going to do another one. Grab another 6x6 card here because we have another beautiful image. I'm sure there's more than one of those. And I want to use the back of that image this time. So let's see if we do. Looky here, there's another one of those. They gave us 2 more of those. I think this one will be better with the snowflake ring on it, don't you? I think so. We'll put the snowflake ring and down here. And the flowers. That'll be pretty. So let's get another piece of Mary here. What I got left, I just gave Bryce most of my Mary. There's a silver Mary. There's one. The one we did flower market. Oh, so you just need one of these templates. I can get you one of those templates, Roberta. I'll stick it in your box. You don't have to buy it. Huh. Some mystery person sent Glenn flowers for his recovery. We have a mystery. Okay. This piece of Mary was extra large, so I'm trimming it down. Okay. I'm going to take my little page we just trimmed out. Cut that to 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. I'm finding my hair everywhere from where I combed my hair before we started. I'll go ahead and get some tape flags and put this one down. Yes, the flower market video was last Saturday's video, Glenn, so it's out there. And we're ready for you when you're ready for it. That's the good news about the way we do things here with our live streams is all of them go on the channel when we're done, so you can always go find the projects you're looking for. So Roberta was wanting to do an easel calendar, and I see that Graphic 45 just came out with a kit for one. So if you guys are wanting to do that, we'll pick up a few of those and do an easel calendar for you, with you. Really not for you, with you. I'm going to go ahead and pop some of my flowers together. Oh, do you know that might bend the rules a little? Thelma, you're funny. I think I know someone who would bend the rules a little. You know, if you want to put this in instead of that piece of notebook paper, it actually might help those cut a little bit more thoroughly too, because it's just a little heavier. So I'm going to pop these together. These are very, very easy to assemble. These are 3D punch-out sheets. So you start with the largest image and you work to the smallest image on your sheet. So we started with number 1 and we're going to number 2. They're actually labeled on your sheet too, which makes it nice. Number 4, and then number 5 is a single petal. So let's get some foam squares here and put these together. Yeah, who do we know that might be willing to bend the rules?
Talking about Annette again.
Huh?
Said you talking about Annette again?
No, I'm talking about Thelma. She's a rule breaker. Annette might be right there with her, however. Annette says, if I'm going to assault a rule, I'm going to just break it. Why just bend it? That was Annette. Just stacking these up, matching the patterns as I go. My sister tested negative, so she's doing okay now. In fact, she went back to work yesterday. Joshua, my nephew, is still testing positive, although his fever and stuff has gone down, so that's good. And Jake is back to work at the Navy. They only give them 5 days and then they have to go back, whether they're feeling good or not. And then let's see, Jordan says she feels like she's coming out the other side of it now, so that's good. And so that crew is getting better. Mom's still in the hospital. They've still got a chest tube in her because of the congestive heart failure. She've actually drained almost a gallon of fluid out from around her heart and lungs. And she's getting antsy and ready to come home. That sheet was very well used and had not too many stickies left on it, so I'm going to grab another one. But she is definitely feeling antsy and ready to go home. Margie's mom made my mom a prayer shawl. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that.
Margie told him about it.
Oh, did Margie tell you about it? My mom is so tickled about that. She's just so happy with that. She's told me 2 or 3 times now just how neat she thinks it is that Glenda would take the time to do something so special for her. And so she's really quite happy about that.
These snowflakes are a pain.
We probably don't need 6. We only have 6 images. And one I'm not going to put it on, so at least one. So Thelma said no. Okay, well, there's our first winter wishes card. working on the second snowflake now.
None of the little things pop out.
None of them did, huh? Well, that's not convenient. I just love this mountain scene. So I'm just going to put the snowflakes on here and call this one good, because I think this mountain scene is just beautiful. Of course, that probably means we'll do 7 cards because we have 6 images to use.
Here, punch it out.
Huh.
Cardstock.
Put the die back on it and run it again. It doesn't look to me like it got run. I mean, it looks like it needs to run again. Look how pretty this is going to be. That's just the paper. But sometimes you just have to use the paper. You know? Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Let's see what else we got in here to use. I like these floral designs. Oh, there's another beauty. Look at that. That just, I don't know that it wants a lot on this one either. How beautiful this is, guys. I think we have to use that one like it is and just put a couple snowflakes on it too. I'm going to take one of these dark pieces here. And I'm going to get one of these florals. And I think I need to use these together. I'm going to put the florals directly down to my 6x6 card. I don't think this flower has a distinct up or down. I'm going to cover my card with this one. Then I think we'll get our punch out for that one. Out. Pull this out. And let's see. Let's just use the first one here. So we'll punch out number 1. I'll punch out number 2. I'll punch out number 3. And we'll punch out number 4. That's 4 pieces to this one. I'll get these layered up. And I think after you finish the next ring, I think we should stop there because that might be enough. We can make more if we need to, but no sense making more than we need. What was that you were ready to back, Annette? Was these. The flowers I'm making. Yeah, even though these are not real heavy paper, they do actually make up really pretty. And the combined image is very sturdy. We had a tea box making class last night, and I made one using Cottage Life papers. It sure turned out pretty. We're just about out of the ephemera that went with the Blossoms, and of course Blossoms is long retired, and we can't get any more of it. So I wanted to come up with another collection since the tea boxes have been so very popular. It was fun last night because we had, 4 of us working on things, and I did a tea box, and Lisa, who comes on here sometimes, did a tea box, and then the other 2 ladies took off and did other kinds of boxes. One did a bigger box from Swiss Miss, cocoa packets, and the other did a box from a set of 100 Twining tea bags. So it was fun to see how the different pieces came together. I'm cutting this dark one. And a 3x3. I think that still isn't quite enough definition around it. So I think I'm going to grab another piece of Mary here. And we will put this darker panel on a piece of Mary. Well, I'm glad you're having fun. Are you finding the papers and stuff over there, Catherine, to do it? The challenge is due. We're going to talk about it. I'll take them right up until the day, but we're going to talk about it on, I believe it's the 13th of February is when the challenge projects are due. It's going to be really fun to see what you all come up with. I can't wait to see what you guys do. That is such incredibly beautiful paper. And you guys are so creative that it should be fun to just see. Oops, I left out a layer from my flowers. Oh, that's a good idea that the 1mm are easier to ship, Roberta. Great suggestion. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my flowers on here. I think I'll put this at an angle. And this is going to be quite pretty. I'm glad that this is a terrible thing to say, but I'm kind of glad we raised our shipping prices when we did, because I've just been notified by USPS that they're taking away our regional A boxes, which is the only way we had of shipping at a reasonable price. So now we'll have to pay regular priority rates for regional A's when we send them out, which is not fun. But I'm glad that we already took care of that. So, and you know, most of you are getting free shipping anyway. You're just saving up your orders to get the free shipping. So I certainly don't mind that. I want to be able to offer you the best we can. Oh, I think nobody would mind if you entered the challenge, Thelma. I think everybody would be fine with that. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that nice? I love that. Okay, let's finish this one we wanted to do. Bryce gave us a beautiful frilly snowflake here we can put on. I'll use our sticky specks and pick up some adhesive on the back. This is a really pretty paper set. Sometimes you just have to let the paper be the paper, you know. And here's our mountain scene. Love that. So we've got 3 cards done now. Let's see what we do next. These obviously are simple cards, but they're turning out so pretty. And these background scenes are so beautiful. It's like, what are you supposed to do with that? Without, you kind of need to let them be what they are. You don't have to make Valentine's, Thelma. Doesn't have to be a Valentine. It's got a heart in it that doesn't make it a Valentine. The prize is one thing, but you know, the biggest issue is just showing everybody what you come up with, your ideas. There's Elsie. Hello, Elsie, friend. It's really the participation is the objective here with her. I think I might need a couple more snowflakes, honey.
You just cut them out of the circle.
Well, then you're going to have to make more circles. What are we going to do about that? That's okay. My card. This is not me. This card is off just a bit. Just a tiny bit. I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut the edges and make it look like their card is not as off as it actually is. I'll make them look good. Oops. I still have a flap on the bottom. The card wasn't folded exactly right. There we go. Look how beautiful this is. Isn't that pretty? If I have to cut these out of here, we're going to probably have to make more. I think this needs some stickles on it. That's what this needs. And some rhinestones. Okay, so let's get a big old rhinestone for the middle of that. And
Hi, Irene.
hi, Irene. Let's see what we have here for stickles. I have Stardust. That's what it's going to be. Okay. I'm going to put a little in my roof line. Like that. I'll put a little on the ground in front of my house. A little bit on my windowsills. I'll put a little bit on my flowers. Just kind of outlining a few of my petals. Gotta hit these trees a little. Gonna hit this tree a little with its snowy branches. It's a little bit in here. And I'm gonna put a little bit on these trees, because this is a very snowy all over scene. It kind of need a little stickles about everywhere. Here you go. Here's our snowy house. Would you put this on the table over there so I'll stay out of it, please? I really should have done a little bit on this one too. I want to put a little bit on these trees too. Just a little. I'm not going to go hog wild. I love to just kind of follow the branches a little bit with the stickles. Maybe a little bit more where you can see that it's snowy. But otherwise, just follow the branches a little bit. just a little bit on my ground line here. Yeah, that looks better. Maybe need a couple rhinestones in this one too. Let's put a couple rhinestones in these snowflakes also. Just pulled them off the adhesive. One of them just got away. There it is. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that adds to that card, doesn't it? Another sticky one. I'm going to come in this one and put some stickles and a snowflake in the background. That's pretty. That's pretty just by itself. But I do think we might need a little bit in some of these clearer trees. Maybe just a couple of the trees. I like that. I'll put a little bit in the centers of these flowers too. Just to make them tie to the background a little more. There we go. Little stickles on there to make them pop out. Okay, let's see what else we're going to do. Where's that paper pack? We've done 4 so far. We've already done that one.
Snowfall acetate would be pretty with these cards.
It would be pretty. I wonder what the flowers would look like on top of the trees. Don't know. Let's put together a flower and find out. I think they could be pretty. Thank you, Elsie. They're very simple cards we're making today, but they're nice wintry cards, aren't they? Nice winter scenes. You guys know your taco soups are making me hungry. Soup sounds good. Soup sounds very good. Alrighty. about got in trouble with my mother. I've been calling her every day, all but one day. I had a class in here that ran really. I was going to call her after class, and because when I looked at my watch earlier, it would be right when she was eating dinner, and she doesn't want to talk to me when it's dinner time. So decided to wait until after class, and then class ran long. We had people here until like 9:30, and when I went back in, I knew that off and on my mom had a roommate. My mom would be awake probably, but she has had a roommate off and on, and I thought her roommate might be sleeping. So I didn't call that one day. But otherwise I've called her every day that she's been in the hospital, and we've talked for quite a while on each of those occasions. And my mom, but she didn't have her hearing aids in, so talking was challenging because she would think I was saying one thing and I was saying something else. And so it was a bit of a challenge to chat, but we did every day. And then I was talking to my sister yesterday, and my mom told my sister I hadn't called her and talked to her. And I thought, what's that about? I've been on the phone every day. What do you mean she hasn't called? I think because she didn't have her hearing aids in and I wasn't announcing who I was on the phone, I think my sister was getting credit for all those phone calls. So I told my sister that was Brittany's speculation, is that she thinks you were my mom. And I thought, oh my gosh, that probably is exactly what happened. So my sister said, thanks for scoring me some extra points with mom. I thought, what's the matter with this picture right here? I think I like the flowers, but I'm not entirely sure I like the circle on this one. Where's some of that dark? Yeah. See if there's enough to fill in that circle a bit. Nope, not quite big enough. So maybe we do this again. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. So I called mom and said, how come you told Gail I hadn't called you at all? And she said, I don't remember talking to you. I said, Mom, we've talked every day. He said, you even asked me about classes. And she said, I don't know. And I said, what did I say? I said, I don't know. My brain just went clunk and stopped. I said, well, I've been calling you. And she said, maybe it got stopped at the switchboard. I said, no, I really did talk to you. Oh, okay. With everything she's been through this week, I'll give her a pass on that one. I couldn't believe that. And Gail said, how come you haven't called Mom? I have called Mom. Oh, Mom says you haven't called. What? Okay. Nope. It's just Gail and I. There were two of us. When you ask my mom about kids, she'll say, I have two daughters. One was 5'2" and one was 5'11", and we thought we better stop. Didn't know what we were going to get next time, so we thought we better stop there. All those lovely croissants and nobody snacks between meals, Catherine. How is that possible? With all that beautiful pastry you guys have over there, I would not be able to not snack, I think. I think I'd have to do it. I got my paper off. This one is not the folding of the card. This is operator error. So I'm cutting my card down just a little as I got it all cattywampus. Yeah, I'd have that pastry for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, and between snacks. Catherine, that's just too beautiful not to. I mean, how could you not do it? How could you not do it? I just don't know. I don't know.
They have better eating habits than us.
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I think everybody has better eating habits than us as in Americans. Okay. It's still coming up off, so this probably does have a little bit of a imperfection in the fold, but I'm going with it.
Adeline?
Hi, Adeline. How you doing, friend? Lisa was Lisa D, who was on here a time or two. She was on last week for the album class, was here for the T-Box class last night. She was telling me, I just can't believe how all those ladies just make you feel so welcome when you come in. Thank you, guys. I love that you do that. You make everybody feel welcome. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to do. You guys all know my mom's still with us, but I was exactly the same way, Roberta, for a while with my dad. Because when exciting things happened, you had to call Dad and tell him. That's good to know, and only the tourists eat snails and frog legs. We can take them or leave them. That's actually pretty funny. I got to tell Lauren you said that because she went to France and was all into telling me how she ate a snail. I can't wait to tell her. Irene said this tourist didn't. This tourist didn't eat snails. Oh. I like you guys so much.
Catherine says the snails are just like mushrooms.
No. No, 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 no. Not like mushrooms.
Elsie says she'll never eat snails or frog legs. Never, never.
Who said that?
Elsie.
Oh.
Never, never.
Oh. Oops. Oh, I kind of globbed that on. I didn't mean to. It just came out faster than I expected. Oops. I think that's enough. In Dexter. Okay. No. I could not do that. Thank you, Mary R. Thank you, guys, Irene and all. Okay. I don't even know how many cards we've done now. We've done quite a few. Here we go. I'm going to put a little stickles on this last one we did too, because after putting it on everything else, this one looks lonesome. I'm just going to do that. And then give this one some rhinestones in the corners too. That one is a little off center. There we go. I think we need to do another one like this. We still have plenty of this paper left. It really needs the dark and the mirror board for these flowers to show it all on this background. I think there's a lighter colored one. We might try the lighter color and see what happens with that one. Let's add one more of those papers. Ooh, look here. Let's do this light blue with it and see what we think. This is a really pretty paper pack, guys. This is not going to be a terribly expensive kit because you get the die and you get the two sorry, you get the die and you get the two punch out sheets in the book. And then because I'm dressing them up a little, you probably will need to get some foam squares and some foam squares and some rhinestones for them too. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with on the challenge cards. If you haven't looked at those papers lately, boy, you might want to check out What's New Wednesday and look at the selection of papers you get in that challenge kit. They are so beautiful. And the sayings on the rub-ons and the beautiful vellum and the beautiful acetate. There are just some spectacular, really, really, really pretty materials. I saw that a lot of you got in on our Graphic 45 sale yesterday. Good on you. That was a good sale. We're basically putting on sale everything that is currently retiring from. I'll probably do it again next week. If you missed it, don't be too disappointed. I may do it again next week because those retiring materials from Graphic 45, there's really some beautiful ones in there. Oh no, I do like the silver on this one, but I don't know if this is going to work. Mary says, I'm not eating any bugs either. I'm with you, Mary. Those chocolate-covered crickets and that kind of stuff. A waste of perfectly good chocolate, in my mind, should be illegal. I wonder what would happen if I either fussy cut out that, if I either fussy cut this down a little bit or just used these flowers. There are some new collections they have just announced. A bowl of cherries, and then there's something about something little. So there's a couple collections that are on the horizon. They're just about to come out from G45. Haven't seen everything yet. They also just brought back their cutting dies. They brought all of the dies that they have had back, all of the ones that were still on their website. They brought all those dies back. So we're going to have some new things to play with soon. I just don't like these two together. I keep trying it, but I just don't like them together. So they don't go together. Oh, and there's another one, something enchanted. There's one called Enchanted something or other that's coming out too. So I think there's going to be 3 maybe. Only 2 of them have been talked about. Rosie, I can't talk to you now. I'm in the middle of a live stream. I shut my phone off, but I forgot to shut my watch off. At least my watch doesn't play Rocky. Little One. Could be. Is that what it's called? Enchanted Forest and Little One. Okay. And then Life's a Bowl of Cherries. Yes. I don't know what Little One looks like at all, but I've seen some of the pages to Life's a Bowl of Cherries and the Enchanted. Looks really neat. one more. I saw the album in a box. Oh, really? The Enchanted Forest has been out before? I didn't remember it, but it's pretty what I saw of it. We'll get those ordered as soon as they become available. I assure you of that. Now this is pretty, where it's a little bit darker on the background. Oh. I'm not sure this needs the silver mirror board on this one, because it is so much darker. Looks quite pretty. I haven't seen Little One. I don't know how you saw it, Mary. You clever girl. Maybe I missed something. It's very possible. Oh, haggis. Oh, gross. I don't want to eat any organs. No heart, no liver, no none of that. Ugh. Tongue. Gross. Mary Ingebrigt used to have a bunch of stuff around Life's Just a Bowl of Cherries. And then sometimes she'd reverse it and say, life's just a chair of bowlies. She did. And Bryce is looking at me over his glasses like, what?
Adeline says she just ordered the challenge kit, but what are we doing with it? She missed the instructions.
The instructions are simple. You need to use a little bit of everything from the kit. You don't have to use all of everything, but use a little bit of everything from the kit in your project or projects. And you can add anything else you want to it. It doesn't have to be cards. It can be anything you want to make. And there's a $50 gift certificate for the quote-unquote winner, but that's not really what this is all about. That was just to encourage people who might be on the fence to jump in. What this is about is just sharing our art with each other. So you're going to send pictures of your projects to me. They can be actual photos. They can be um, from your cell phone. They can be emailed to me. However you want to send them is fine. A couple people have asked me, can I actually send the project? Yes, but do understand that, I can't be responsible for anything the USPS does to it. So, do remember that. But if you want to send your project, then I'll put it in with your next order when we send your order back. Okay, I have two more punch outs. We've used a lot of our background papers too. How many cards do we have now, honey?
We have 6 cards made.
We have 6 cards made so far in our class today. Ooh, this is pretty. Let's do this corner. Wow, it's got a lot of pieces. Okay, well, let's do this corner. I bet we can use this on one of the scenes. Let's see what we can do with this. Oops, tore the little flag off it. Didn't mean to. Yes, there's lots of little pieces to it. I think this last one will look good with our frame, so that's good. It's a lot smaller image. Okay, I think I'm going to just grab some littler foam squares here, because these are all little ones. Will I show you Bob's Christmas cards? Yes. If you would like to see Bob's Christmas cards, I will bring them out next week. Oh, next week we have no class. I want to remind you guys, nobody's sick or anything. It's just a prearranged week off. I'm going to do that a little bit more this year. Is take some time here and there. So just remember that next Thursday and next Saturday we will not have class. That is just R&R time. And Bryce and I might go somewhere. We might not. Don't know. Probably depends in part on whether I've got any energy about me yet. But we will be off on Thursday and Saturday next week. I was going to go see Jordan and Jake, and Jordan said, Mom, not yet. Yeah. I was going to go up and see them and see their new house, and because I told them in December that we were going to be making regular trips up there. But I think they're unpacking slowly, and so she didn't want to feel rushed to get everything put away before we got there. Or everything livable. It may not be livable. They may still be camping. So.
Yes, she doesn't rush.
Yeah, my daughter, she doesn't rush. Yeah, take life easy.
Say good night to Catherine.
Good night, Catherine. Thanks for stopping in to see us. I'll see you in 2 weeks, and we'll bring Bob's cards. Unless you want to go get them. Do you have them all in one spot? No,
Nope,
they're
they're
not
not
all in one
organized.
spot.
I don't
Okay.
know where they all are.
Okay. A little bit like a Chinese puzzle, which pieces go where. I think this actually goes here. I'll put it here. This one. And I think these are all the insides of the flowers. It doesn't look like it matches either one of those. It looks like it matches this one too. Well, that's just going to be one big stack there. Okay. There we go. And one more. Okay. So let's see. Where's our book? Our book's over here. So let's see what we're going to try with this one. We might put both of these new ones on the same page. I do love that. That looks pretty. I'm going to put this one together real quick. We might put both of these on the same page. Yeah, we did. Yeah, and you figure each of those weeks is 3 times a week. Then you throw in the regular on-site classes. We did a lot. In November and December, I worked 7 days a week. So that may be another reason I'm tired. But it's mostly just anemia. I know that because I thrive on that. We're going to be off next week, Kim. We will be here Wednesday. Then we won't be here Thursday or Saturday. Just taking 1 week off. And that's good because I got to get a rental unit rented, and I got some personnel stuff I got to do, and we have quite a bit to do. So having some time off, it's a really good time for it. Gotta check in on Mom. She should be, I think, out of the hospital this coming week. We'll see. Okay. We can show you how to get that stamping press working for you, Adeline. It's actually, I'm sure it's easier than you're making it. That would be my guess. That you might be making it too hard on yourself. That's my guess. Because it should be easier with a stamping press, not harder. Oh, big squares again. Where did my big squares go? Happy birthday, BT. The only stamps you cannot use with the stamping press are the wood-mounted stamps. But most of the time, with the wood-mounted stamps, you can carefully peel your stamp off the block. And then take the foam cushion out, because it will be on a cushion already. So take the foam cushion out. If you're using anything other than a clear stamp, take the foam cushion out and text Gail and tell her I'm in class, please. I'll call her right back. Yeah, so if you're using a clear stamp, you leave the foam cushion in it. If you're using a stamp that already has stamping foam on the back of it, or one of the stamps like Heartfelt Creations that are made with real rubber, then you actually take that little foam cushion out, and then you won't have any problem stamping with that. Put your card right into the corner. Put your cardstock right into the corner so you know where your starting point is all the time. Okay. There we go. Oh, another good tip from Roberta. Don't push down real hard because you don't have to. Okay, I said we were doing A4 or A6 cards today. We haven't touched the A6 cards. We've used all 6x6. This is our last card, and it's going to be a beautiful one. This is going to be a very inexpensive kit. So I'll have Brittany go ahead and make it up when she comes in. I don't think it will be expensive anyway. Because we have 2 sheets of punch outs and the paper book. And then the cardstocks. I don't think it will be an expensive kit. But we'll let Brittany figure it all out for us, because she's good at that. And if you don't want to store your stamps back on those blocks, you can take a piece of acetate and StazOn, and you can stamp the image on a piece of acetate and then stick your stamps that you peeled off the blocks onto that acetate to store them. And then you'll have a picture of what the stamp is. Okay. All right, let's put our, I'm going to put this down here. And I think I'll just use glue for that. I will make it up to you guys for this kit. I still have a bunch of designs from the magazine flagged as things I want to make and modify. So I know a bunch of you bought that in anticipation that we were going to be working on that together, and then I wasn't here, but I will take care of you. We will get that done. I just have to schedule it back in. I only need just a little bit of glue, and my glue bottle needs to be cleaned out. It needs a pin. I'm not going to go look for a pin for one image, so I just took the cap off. That's dangerous, but I did it. It sounds like maybe we need to do a little stamping and work on Stamp Press, because it's really pretty easy, but it is different than many of you are used to. So we might just have to get those stamp presses out and get you guys working on them, because I don't want you to have tools you're not using, especially really cool tools like a stamp press you're not using. And some of the brands are slightly different, but the concept behind a stamp press is the same, no matter which brand you're using. So we'll see what we can do about getting you guys using those stamp presses. Okay. I think I'll put you down with some foam squares since the glue bottle is not particularly cooperative. You know, need to stick. Oh, that's sticky on there. Okay. Let's see. Let's put you right about there. I think we need a. Oh, didn't get it on quite straight. Let's try a little higher. There we go. All right. Now, let's put a little stickles here and there. Let's put on a few rhinestones. And I think we're going to call this kit complete. But there are still, I'm going to show you the paperback. There's still some really cool images to make in the paper pack. Let's put rhinestone in the center there. a little rhinestone in the center. There. Let's get a smaller one. Over here. Put a little one on this little tiny snowflake here. And one on this little tiny snowflake here. How many, can you bring the other cards back so we can just recap?
How are you going to keep your fingers out of the stickles?
I'm going to try and keep my fingers out of the stickles. Okay, I want to show you what we have left in our paper pack because there's still some great pages left here. We do have some push outs of the birds, I believe. So you can get the push outs of the birds if you want to go with these pages. We have another one of those glorious houses. I love that. In fact, we have two of those. We've got the tree background, which you can use for so many things. There's a fox. I believe we have the push out for that. We have another one of these very sparkly rose kind of papers. Two of those. We have one more of the mountain scenes left. So there are so many cards you can still get out of this little awesome winter paper pack that we've been using. And Bryce is going to bring the cards we just made so we can see what we have created in the last hour and a half. Love this one. I think this one turned out beautiful. I really like that. That's pretty. So there's one. Here's another that we made. Maybe I should hand them back to you to take back. Here's another one that we made. So that's 3. Thank you for cutting the snowflakes for me. 4. 5. 6. 7. Is that it?
7.
We did 7 cards in an hour and a half. Granted, some of the cards are very simple, but they're also beautiful. I'm afraid I'll tip them over. I have to be careful. And the stickles are still wet. But we did accomplish quite a lot in a short period of time. There we go. And this one we just did is probably my favorite. Oops. I have to turn it right side up though. So we have 7 cards done, and that was really fun. They were fun and easy. It's very low pressure, this kit. Very, very low pressure. It's just fun and easy. So we'll get Brittany to throw a few of these kits together in case anybody wants to pick up some fun winter cards. Again, I don't think they'll be particularly expensive, so I think that might be a lot of fun. If you enjoyed the work today, please be sure you hit the like button. It will make me happy, and it tells YouTube we're an okay channel to recommend. Here's our other one again. So be sure that you hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe because we're always doing fun stuff that you're not going to see anywhere else. Be sure also, if you would, that you recommend our channel and our store to your friends and family. And again, I'm going to be taking, well, I guess I'll see you before then. Tomorrow I will put up some last of quantity listings for you for the Sunday special. Tuesday we'll have $2 Tuesday. I'll be back on YouTube with you on Wednesday for What's New Wednesday, and then we will take a couple days off and I'll be back with you the following week. Are there any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom that you guys would like to share before we're off the air for today? Anything I can answer for you. Okay, in the absence of any questions, comments, or pearls of wisdom, I'm going to say good night, Gracie.